So good morning students. Today, see, in the last class we had talked about the roots and the different types of roots. What are the different types of roots means that is taproot and the fibrous root. Okay. So one more type is remaining over here. What is the type of root which is remained means that is the third type, that is known as the adventitious root. First I will tell something about the fibrous root and the taproot. See, first one, taproot system, in which, first of all, it is mostly found in the dicotyledonous plants. The next one here, a primary root will form a certain branches to form a primary root and a secondary root, then tertiary root. Okay, this is the taproot system. Then second one, that is the fibrous root system. In this fibrous root system, which is found mostly in the monocotyledonous plants, and what are that particular, how it will be means a primary root when it will be young, after that it is going to diminish and it will give rise to a many number of fibers roots that will form a fibrous root system. Okay, and the third type is the adventitious root. So let's see about the third type, that is the adventitious root. Third type, that is adventitious roots. Okay, in this type the roots arises from some other part from some other parts of plant, not from the radical. Okay, the taproot system and the fibrous root system will arise from a radical. From here, after germination, a direct elongation can be seen, which forms a root. Okay, where in fibrous and taproot system, you can see the root is arising from the radical. But here in this adventitious root, here it is not going to arise from the radical, but from some other parts of the plant, the roots are going to arise. Okay, so and such type of roots are known as the adventitious roots. So here these adventitious roots are used for various activities or various purposes. Okay, various purposes. And what is that various purposes over here? So that it is like various activities or various functions also we can say. For what reason these adventitious roots are used means that is for, one is the vegetative propagation. Okay, this vegetative propagation means this is an asexual reproduction. It is a mean of sexual reproduction in plants. Especially in the plants, whatever the sexual reproduction is going to take place, that is due to the vegetative propagation. So that vegetative propagation is also done by what? That is by the adventitious root. Except these, what are the other functions or the purposes they are given, or else we can also write it as the functions. Okay, what are the other functions except this one means that it will provide a mechanical support. What does it provide? It provide a mechanical support. Okay, etc. These are the two functions. These are the two major functions of what? Of the adventitious. What are that? One is which is helpful, which is used in the reproduction by means of one parent, and that is known as the vegetative propagation. Okay. One example I will tell you of this vegetative propagation, that is ginger. Okay. In the ginger, whatever the roots will be there, these roots we can call it as the adventitious roots. This is because they are not going to arise from the radical, seed of the radical. And it also provides a mechanical support to the plant. Okay, these are the two major functions. Except this one, there will be water, whatever the hormone synthesis there, food storage is there, that is also comes under this functions of the adventitious roots. The next thing here, what are the examples of this adventitious roots means crop roots in examples. Crop roots in banyan tree, next slit roots in split roots in maize. Okay, this is about what? These are the crop roots in banyan tree. You had seen the banyan tree. This is the banyan tree. The roots are hanging like this. Okay, and these roots are known as the crop root. And this crop root is one of the adventitious root. Except this one, you had seen the maize. How it will be? Like this. The roots will be arising from this end. Okay, and these roots are known as the split roots. From the leaf covering will be there. From there, the roots are going to arise, and that roots are known as the split roots. Okay, so these are the examples which are arising from some other parts except the seed wings. That is known as the adventitious roots. Okay, so this is about the adventitious root. Next, we will see about the functions of the roots all together. Either it may be fibrous root, either it may be the tap root system, or either it may be the adventitious root system. Along with all of them, will have certain specific functions. So let's see about that functions. See here. functions of the roots. What are the functions of the roots? Means that first thing, as you know, the roots are present except the adventitious root. The roots are present underground, that is in the soil. Okay, so the soil is the medium for the growth of what? Of the plant. So the soil, whatever you will pour the water to the plant, that is absorbed by what? By the soil. Okay, so the soil is absorbing the water, and in the soil there will be presence of certain nutrients. Okay, nutrients will be there, that is absorbed by this, which is present in the soil, that is absorbed by what? By the roots. Okay, by the roots. Whatever the water, nutrients which is absorbed by the roots, that is very necessary, essential for what? For the growth of the plant. So that's why absorption of water and minerals. What is the first function? Absorption of water and minerals. Okay, then second one, providing encourage to the plant. As you know, the soil is the medium for the growth of plant. Here, the soil which holds the root. Okay, the root is the first part. When a plant is going to arise, means in the plant which part is going to form first, means that is the root. Okay, so yes, a shoot is also going to arise, but as compared to the shoot, which part is providing a mechanical support, a particular strength? See here, encourage. They had given encourage. You can also write it as the support, mechanical support. Mechanical support, or else it also provides the strength to the plant. Encourages to the plant, provides the mechanical support to the plant, as well as it provides the strength to the plants. Okay, except this one, some of the roots, one example I will tell you, that is the one example is there, that roots are also meant for the food storage. Okay, what is that means? You can take as an example of turnip. Okay, that turnip is there, then carrot is there, radish is there. They all are what? They all are the roots. Okay, but they are meant to, they are providing the mechanical support, they are providing the strength to the plant. Except that one, they are also going to store the food in them. Okay, that's why it is meant for what? Food storage. The next one, the last function, that is, it is also meant for the hormone synthesis. Whatever the hormones, such as the auxin, gibberellin, abscisic acid, will be there, or else we can also say, call them as the plant growth regulators. So all these things are hormones. What do you mean by hormones? That is the chemical substance which is going to release from the plant body That from where it is going to release means that is from the root. What are that? Oxygen, gibberellin, abscisic acid and some other chemicals are going to release from here. That is mainly meant for the plant growth, or else that hormones are also known as the plant growth regulators. So let's see. So this is about the functions of the root. Next, we will see about the regions of the root. What are the different regions or different parts of the roots? Let's see. See here. Next topic, that is regions of the root. In these regions of the root, so this is the structure of for what? To explain the regions of the root. So let's see here. Here, this part is the root tip. The next this region we can call it as the region of meristematic activity. Okay, region of meristematic activity. The next, this region is known as the region of elongation. Okay, the next, here, this region, we can call it as the region of maturation. How many region? Region 1, region 2, and this is the region 3. Region of meristematic activity, region of meristematic activity, region of elongation, and next region of maturation. Here there is an tip or one more thing, that it is a this one is the root cap. These are the root hairs. Okay, this is about what? About the different regions of the roots. So first, one by one, we will go. Here, at the tip of the root, you will find the first part, that is the root cap. What do you mean by root cap? Means here the root cap is covered at the tip. You can see the green color sketch here. Okay, that green color sketch which is forming a cap-like structure at the tip of the root. Okay, and it forms a thimble-like structure. So here, first one, root cap. Here, this root cap, it forms a, it is covered at the tip. It is covered at the tip by a thimble-like structure. And the thimble-like structure, we can call it as the root cap. And this structure is known as the root cap. Once again, I will draw here. This is the root tip. On that root tip, or this root tip is covered by a cap-like structure. That cap, you can call it as the root cap, which is in the form of what? Which is in the form of thimble-like structure. The next, see what is the function of this root cap? You will see here. Root cap protects the tender root apex. Root cap protects the tender root apex. Whatever the region here at the tip of the, that means the root apex or the root apical part, what we call, at that region, it should not get damaged. So, who is protecting that means that is the root cap. Okay. So, when it makes a way through the soil, when it is protecting, when they will making a way into the soil. See, for example, this is the soil. When it is making a way, when the radical is going to elongate directly into the soil, at that time, this root cap will protect that particular root tip. Okay, this is about the root cap. So that will, and here the first region they had given it as the region of meristematic activity. So this root cap is also comes under the region of meristematic activity. So, what do you mean by meristematic activity? In the root apex, in this root tip, there will be presence of certain cells. See here, there will be presence of certain cells, and these cells will continuously divide. Continuously, it will divide. Okay, so and the cells are known as the meristematic cells. What it is known as? It is known as the meristematic cells. Okay, so that's why in this region the cells are continuously dividing. The cells are continuously dividing. That's why we are calling it as the region of meristematic activity. So, in which the root cap is also going to come. The next region we will see, that is the region of elongation. The second region over here, that is the region of elongation. We will see here. Second one, region of elongation. In this region, what happens means, the regions lies. First of all, this region of elongation, it lies a few millimeter. This is the root cap. From here, only a few millimeter, just above the root cap, there is a presence of what? Next region, that is the root of elongation. See here, first thing, this region lies. This region lies a few millimeter just above the root cap. Okay, what is that region? That is the region of elongation. So, this is the region. Here also a meristematic activity will be seen. Meristematic activity is also seen in this region of elongation due to the continuous division of the cells. The region just above the root cap, it is going to grow. Okay, that's why that particular root is going to elongate. That's why we are calling it as the region of elongation. So the cells in these regions are very small. Whatever the meristematic cells will be there in this region of elongation, the cells will be very small. Okay, first of all, they are very small, then have a thin wall, their cell wall will be so thin, okay, and there will be dense protoplasm, means the plasma membrane and the cytoplasm will be in a denser form, protoplasm. Okay, it will be dense. The first thing, it will be very small. Okay, except that one, it will have a very thin cell wall. Then it will have a dense protoplasm. So this is about the region of elongation. So here, the meristematic region, so the cells, the thing I had told you, here, if there is a meristematic activity, the cells will divide rapidly or actively. The cells will divide rapidly or actively. The next thing here, the cells near this region undergo rapid elongation and enlargement. Whatever the cells are there, that will undergo the cells near this region, rapidly or undergo rapid elongation, and enlargement. Rapid elongation and enlargement. So these cells are responsible for what? Whatever the meristematic cells is there, these cells are responsible for these cells are responsible for the growth of root in terms of, we can say, in terms of length. In length, the root, whatever the growth of root in length is there, that is due to the meristematic cells which are present in the region of elongation, due to which here you can see there is an elongation in the root. The next thing here, that is the region of, last one, that is the region of maturation. See? The third one, region of maturation. Here, in this region, first thing that it lies just above the region of elongation. See, it lies, or this region lies just above the region of elongation. Okay, the next thing here, the cells from the region of elongation differentiate and mature in this region. See, whatever the cells which are dividing in the region of elongation, so it will mature, it will grow and gets matured in which region? That is the region of maturation. So here the cells are from the region of elongation, cells from the region of elongation differentiate and gets matured in this region. Here the cells from where? From the region of elongation, where it is going to divide rapidly, here it will differentiate and gets matured. Okay, and then form the region of maturation. The cells will form a It forms the region of maturation. The next thing here, the root hairs, whatever the root hairs you are seeing here, that root hairs which are coming from this region are a part of root epidermis. Root hairs comes out in this region, comes out in this region. Whatever the root hairs you can see, these are the root hairs which are coming out from this region. Which is that region? That is region of maturation. Out in this region, that root hairs are the part of that particular root hairs. Are the part of root epidermis. If you see a transverse section of the root, you can see the uppermost layer, and that layer we can call it as the epidermis layer. Okay, which is forming a covering over the root. So here in this region you can see certain hairs. That's why the root hairs are the part of what? Part of the root epidermis. So this is about the regions of the roots. What are they? That is the region of meristematic activity, region of elongation, and region of maturation. Okay. So here we have studied in a region of meristematic activity. First thing that is about the root cap, which is a thimble-like structure which is protecting the root apex. And the root of elongation and meristematic activity is going to take place. The cells will be very thin. The cells will have a very small. The cells will have a very thin cell wall. Then it will have a denser cytoplasm. Okay, that cells will get mature in which region? That is the region of maturation. Differentiate and it will get mature, and it forms a region of maturation. Then from this region, root hairs are going to come out, and that root hairs are forming, or are the part of what? Are the part of the root epidermis. The next topic in this chapter, that is the root modification. What do you mean by this root modification? See, you have studied already about the functions of the roots. That is, it provides the strength, mechanical support, and as well as it is also meant for the absorption of water and minerals. Okay. Then it also synthesizes certain hormones, which we are calling as the plant growth regulators. Then in this modification, some of the roots are also meant for the storage of food. For what it is meant? That is the storage of food. Here in the modification of roots, there is a modification of storage of food. There is a modification of for support, modification for respiration or the gaseous exchange. These are the three modifications of what? Root. Except that function, that absorption of water and minerals, providing support, synthesizing hormones. Except that function, some of the roots are modified. Okay, are modified for what? For the storage of food, for the support, and for the respiration. Okay, so this is about the modifications. So in the next class we will see about the modification of root, then we will go for the stem, which is the next part. In the aerial part, whatever the next part is there except the root in the morphology of flowering plant, that is the stem. We will see the stem definition, what is the structure of stem, function of the stem, then modification of stem. Then the next topic is the leaf. Same thing we will study in the next class. Thank you.